Today, I want to talk to you about an unexpected subject, low notes.
Voice with Julia, change your voice, change your life.
Yes, it's true. In the operatic literature, low notes are kind of less exciting, especially if you're not a bass. But they're very, very important, and if you look at them closely, they indicate the balance of the whole instrument. One of the classic mistakes that I see in people trying to phonate in the lower register is actually a depressed larynx. So they're actually like pushing down the larynx and inhibiting that tilt, also inhibiting the head resonance and the singer's formant in the low tones. So you'll sometimes get a dull and muddy sound, something like which can sound really good in your ear, but it's actually not really optimal and not with full overtone spectrum. So what we want to make sure that we're doing is that, again, we're not depressing the larynx, so we kind of feel that Did you hear how I gained that extra bit of overtone when I stopped pushing down the back of my tongue into the larynx and kind of over darkening? Because you can over darken in a myriad of ways. You can push down the tongue, you can just simply anchor the larynx too low. And that is a very common problem as I see people descending into the lower register. Now, if we're going to transition into the lower register from the upper register, you have to take care in the passaggio because you don't want to lose that hookup of head voice or falsettos. So as you're coming down from the upper register into the lower register, you want to take care that you're not losing that head voice hookup, that kind of ring in the voice as you come down. So you want to think, and it can feel kind of strange because you're giving way to all of these new sensations. Another tip that I really recommend when descending into the lower register is not to let the body collapse. So you really want to make sure that you've got these structures really stabilized. So you're not trying to do because that will make that clunk a little bit more apparent than if you stay open. Again, it's finding that balance, that resistance between both parts of the instrument. So you really, really have to tune your inner ear and your kinesthetic awareness to where that is in your voice. And to you, it may not sound as beefy and bulky, but it will carry in the hall, and that's what matters. Another way I like to check the position of my lower notes is to make sure I can transition smoothly from the low octave all the way 2 octaves above. So I really like this exercise where you do za, za, because then you can check if the instrument is lined up. If you can't go from that lower octave to 2 octaves above smoothly, there's probably a little bit of resistance in that area, and so you want to work that out so that you're not pressing down or lifting up, which is also a problem. What vowel is best when vocalizing in the low? I think it really depends on every person, but I like to try to use the vowel oo because that keeps the head resonance as you're going lower. So if you hook up from an oo vowel, you can kind of put that oo filter over all the other vowels so that you make sure you're not slipping into too much chest dominance. So let's see, we've got a low B here and we're doing rather than E, which can be out of whack if we start there, right? And that can feel very weird. So you kind of want to play around with that a little bit so you can find where that is in your voice. But that really helps keep the larynx in a low position without bringing in too much weight from the chest voice, because we need that balance in all the registers of our voice. If you enjoyed this video, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I look forward to seeing you at my Technique Reboot, which is a seminar happening on December 5th and 6th on Zoom. So I will put the sign up information below. Remember, the first 15 to sign up gets a bonus private technique session with me. So I hope to see you all there.